This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Miller Pools and Outdoor Living.
It's the time of year where you're probably thinking about what you're going to eat for Christmas dinner and what you're going to get under the tree Christmas Day. Have you thought about taking a dive in your pool?
You know, it hadn't occurred to me yet.
Well, it should, because if you've been that kind of person where you're thinking, every summer you're like, I'm going to get that pool finally.
Yes.
I've been saving up, I'm going to do it. You actually should start thinking about it right now. So to tell us a little bit more, we have Colby with Miller Pools on the CoastLife couch. Welcome, it's your first time here.
Yes, nice meeting you guys.
Yeah,
Well, we're so excited to have you and chat some pools.
Yes, definitely. First, if you
Excited to
don't
be
mind, yeah, good. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and about Miller Pools, and then we'll get into why people need to start thinking about it now.
I'm born locally from Salisbury. I moved to Sussex County 3 years ago. I started off in construction. I still do all aspects of construction. I just started doing pools. I do concrete pools and fiberglass pools, and I try to specialize in concrete pools because there's limited space at the beach, and I can fit a pool in whatever space you have available if you want a pool.
That's actually interesting you say that. I know a lot of people who think, I don't have a big
Small space.
I don't have a big yard, so let's get into that. I mean, what are some of the smallest yards you've seen, and how have you gotten creative in maneuvering and getting them?
So I just did one in Bethany, and it's actually under the house. So it's a house on poles. The pool is outside, but in Bethany you have to stay 25 feet back from the canal. In other beach towns it's not the same, but there they have a special rule.
Sure.
So the people wanted a pool. It's like it's a pool, but it's 12 by 6, and it's actually a really fancy spa pool.
Yeah.
So it's heated. It has benches, steps, and they can customize it however. You can put a bench on one wall, 2 walls, 3 walls, whatever they want to do.
Wow.
Is possible.
That's what I was thinking you would say. I'm like, a pool in a corner, but under a house too. I mean,
right? Why not?
Sounds good.
Clearly, the sky is the limit. When people are interested in a pool and they want to go with Miller Pools. I mean, you really are. You're making pool dreams of any size come true.
Yes.
That's incredible.
And then in my commercial, we shot one that was in Lewis, and it was a very small backyard. As you know, most of these neighborhoods have small backyards, but they were able to fit exactly what they wanted.
That is
so
awesome.
Cool. I like that you mentioned too, like that spa pool, because you might think you don't have a big enough one for a whole diving board and a slide, but a pool's a pool, no matter how big it is. So one thing I asked you too before we started getting rolling was, people might not be thinking pools right now because it's December, but you said this is the time to start thinking about your pool.
If you want a pool for this summer, then you should start finding someone now.
Not someone.
Well,
you.
I don't want to say find me, but I would love them to call me. But if they should call anyone, but please call me.
Yes, definitely. So how does that process look then? Because I guess it makes sense. If you start building in June, by the time your pool's done, you can't use it. So when should they really start, calling you? And when does that process look like? How long does it normally take?
There's no time too early, even if you're a year out. Because if you're serious about it, then it's easier to plan. And you can get on a schedule. And there's not going to be a delay because you talked to me a year ago. And we've made a commitment, and that's what we're going to do.
That makes a lot of sense. So when customers do have, maybe something specific in mind, or if they don't have something specific in mind, but they want to help, they want you to help them build that dream pool, how do you kind of walk them through the process, start to finish?
So in Delaware, it's quite easy. I would meet with them, look at their space, look at the setbacks, what they're allowed to put, what their neighborhood allows them to put would be the first process, like if you can do it. Some neighborhoods say there's no pool because they have a community pool. Most allow both. You could even, if you had a health issue, probably ask for a special variance.
Interesting.
Okay, all right.
Things we've never thought of.
Exactly.
Okay, good to know. How can they get in touch with you then if they want to start this process?
My email or the number listed on the website.
Perfect, sounds good. We'll list all of that too on our website.
Yes.
And on our screen right here, so you can call and start making your pool dreams come true. You want to be that person who has the pool ready for summer, not the person you're like, but I swear I'm going to have it, it's under construction.
Right, because as soon as word gets out to your friends and family that pool is on the brain and it's happening, they'll be like, when's the pool open? When's the pool open?
It's opening next summer. That's what.
Start now.
That's what we're doing. Perfect. Well, Colby, thank you for telling us all about this. And I think that there's a lot of people going in their backyards right now like, I'm going to be able to fit a pool back here.
Dreaming up what they can do with that space.
Very cool. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. And you guys, make sure you call them at Miller Pools to make sure that your pool dreams come true. Right now, though, your CoastLife dreams are coming true because there's more on the way.